Welcome to the Miss Eberly channel. So today we are going to be doing something totally different than what we've been doing in class. Today we are going to simplify what's called algebraic expressions. So you're going to be given mathematical expressions that are algebraic, meaning they have variables that you're going to need to simplify. Okay, so let's start with one. Well, before we even start, you need to know something. You need to know what's the difference between like terms and not like terms. So like terms would be things that are dating. Not like terms, not dating. Can't go together. Not together. So example, like terms, -5 and 8. Those are like terms, meaning I can combine those to give me an answer of 3. Let's see an algebraic term. So let's do something like 2x. And I'm just going to use a comma instead of and. And -3x. These are like terms because they both have an x, saying there's 2 x's here, and there's -3 x's here. So how many total x's do we have sitting there? Well, if we combine those, it's really -1x. Okay? If I look at another pair of like terms, it would be something like 4x squareds and 8x squareds. So again, I'm seeing here, these are x squared terms. I have 4x squared sitting there, and then I have 8x squared sitting there. So really, in total, how many x squareds do I have? I have 12. Let's look at some things that are not like terms. Let me pick a different color, like green. -4x and 8. These are not like terms, not dating, not together, not going out. Because I can't combine them. Here I have -4 x's sitting there, and here I just have strictly 8. There's no x there to go with it to where I could combine them. So I can't do anything with those. Those are separate. Something else. 5x and 2y's. These are 5x's. This is 2y's. Not the same thing going on. Like it was the same thing here. Not the same. So I cannot combine those. Nothing. Nada. Okay? One other one, let's say 8x squareds and 2 x's. You might be like, oh yeah, I can put those together. They're both x's. No, they're not. This one's x. That's an x term. This is an x squared term. Totally different. Can't combine those. Okay? So let's look at an example to where we're actually simplifying. So let's see here. Let me go to a new page. So if I go back, go to the new one, and I want this. All right. So here's an example. Here's a very simple one. 5m plus 9m plus m. Okay, here's my mild example. This is mild because it just is. I can see that I have a certain number of m's there, a certain number of m's there, and an m there. So really, I can simplify this down and just write how many total m's do I have? Well, I have 5, I have 9, and then I have, what is that there? 0? No, because then it wouldn't even be there. 1, ghost 1's in there. So I really have 15 m's. That's simplified. Okay, let's move up in the world to medium spice. So let's look at 5n minus 6r plus 4n plus 3r. This is considered medium spice because I don't just have n's. I also have r's. So I need to be able to look at this and say, well, how many total r's do I have sitting on this page? Well, I have negative 6 of them here. Remember, a minus 6r is the same thing as plus negative. So I'm just thinking of that as a negative 6r. And how many other r's? Well, I have 3 r's right here. So in total, how many r's do I have? Well, negative 6 plus 3 would be negative 3. But that's not it. Bell's going off. Stay there. That's not it. I also need to look at my ends. So when I look at my ends, I have 5 ends here, and I have 4 ends here. So if I combine my ends, how many total ends will I have? 9 ends. So I could leave my answer just like this, or if it really makes you feel good, you could put a plus in between there. But 9n plus minus 3r is the same thing as 9n minus 3r. And that's done. So I wanted to show you one more, and this one's going to be spicy. So I have 8c minus 3 times the quantity of c plus 5. And this one's considered spicy because I have something I have to do right here before I simplify. So I'm going to go through this one pretty quick, but see if you can follow it. So I have 8c, but then I need to simplify this part before I combine anything. I need to multiply that negative 3 through. So I'm going to change this. Instead of minus 3, I'm going to go plus negative 3 times the quantity of c plus 5. Then I'm going to use the distributive property that you learned earlier in the year, and I'm going to multiply that negative 3 through by both terms. So I'm going to have 8c plus, not c anymore, but negative 3c. I'm going to bring down that plus. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. And now I have all the parentheses gone, and I can combine my c values to give me a total of not 11c, but 5 c's plus that negative 15. And these are not like terms, so that is the fully simplified version and done. Replay it over and over if you're not understanding. Thank you!